Well, we could take the whole time on why Wisconsin. I probably have said it, but it has a lot to do with being back in the Big Ten. It really does. It has a lot to do with the respect that I have always had playing against and preparing for Wisconsin. Understanding and recognizing what the culture, what I assumed the culture was like from afar, felt like something that would be really, really in my wheelhouse. And that's why I said that it's exceeded my expectations, just in the way that I believe I fit and we fit in the things that we want to be able to do. But I think there's quite a uniqueness when you put the family involved in it as well, and that has a big part of it. You know, timing has a lot to do with that, but then the ability for my family, our families, the people that have come with us, that to do what it is they want to do and be able to do it with their own kids as well. And then whatever you want to call Fickell, it's not about me. Hopefully we all will understand that. It's about the way we can do things together. And I think what the ball will look like from us is, it doesn't matter whether it's running or throwing the ball. It doesn't matter whether it's 4 wides or packed back in there like maybe the traditional style, whether it's a 3 down or a 4 down. What it looks like is the ability for guys to do things together, the ability to feed off of one another, the ability to ultimately, this is a game about toughness and your ability to be physical up front, your ability to win ball games in the fourth quarter. That has a lot to do with a mentality. That has a lot to do with not just how you play the game, but how you train in the game. So I think all those things together was one of the things from afar that I felt like could fit and be a really good natural fit for me walking in the door. And that's what I said. I've been not pleasantly surprised, but I've been really impressed with all things that I didn't know. Why not? I think to the naked eye, to the normal fan, to the kids on campus, to whoever, I mean, I think you're going to see, it's going to look different. There's no doubt. You know, whether it's, 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 2 backs in there, that may be the tradition of what Wisconsin has been and been really successful with, to the ability of being able to spread things out a little bit more. I don't think that it was anything to do with, hey, let's change what it is that they've done and been really good at, and let's bring in somebody that's going to do something different. It's more about people. And obviously I learned that growing up in the Midwest and from a great former coach as well. It's about people. And when you get the right people together, they understand, regardless of who they are labeled to be, whether they're a ground and pound guy, whether they're an air raid guy, what is the core values to the things that you do? And it might look different, but deep down as you dive into it, it's still going to be about the guys up front. It's still going to be about physicality. It's still going to be about controlling and winning the lines of scrimmage, whether it's offensively or defensively. But the thing that I loved about this opportunity in particular was they never asked about that. It wasn't like, well, what are you going to change, or what aren't you going to change, or this is what. No, it's, we believe in you as a person, we believe in you as a coach, and we believe that you'll do what's best to continue to grow our program and move us forward. And so I give a lot of credit to obviously Chris McIntosh, who believed that, and the people that are around us, that we'll figure out what exactly it will look like as we continue to grow, but the core values won't change. Borrowed, stole, became a part of, they're all those things. And I think that those opportunities, those situations have all shaped me. Like I was very fortunate to be in one place for a very long time, but really be with 3 Hall of Fame coaches. From Coach Coop, who I played for, to Coach Tressel, to Coach Meyer, 3 Hall of Fame coaches that have done it in many different ways. And that's probably the greatest thing that I learned, that there are many different ways to do this. There are many different ways to lead. There are many different ways to win and to grow a program. But it's got to be you. It's got to be authentic, and it's got to be consistent in all those things. And taking things from each and every one of those guys that I was fortunate enough to spend a lot of time with, whether it was 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and 5 years. I mean, that's a lot of experience. But the 8 or 9 months where I had an opportunity to kind of do things on my own really kind of showed me how important the true leadership behind all that we do is. And the failures that I had, especially in those 8 or 9 months, probably as much as those other times with all those guys, have really helped me be who I am. So I think there's a shape and there's a part of all of it, and it doesn't, you could come and you could see and you could recognize things from all of them. But I think more than anything that it's the ability to be consistent. It's ability to believe in what it is you're doing and be authentic in everything that you're doing.